seminars, 134 adults attended. They conducted 3 school violence awareness trainings.
Good. Come on, good, great. All right, and then the family court judges, they help sponsor this luncheon every month. So give them a round of applause. And I can't not forget the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. They're involved in your community and they're partners in helping buying this lunch today for you. So give them a round of applause.
We also give thanks for the food and those that prepared it today. Please give us the continued strength and knowledge to do your will as we enjoy our day.
I've been for a year and a half, 2 years now, and I love every minute of it. So feel free to come join us. We'd love to have you. Also, we have the invitation to pray for law enforcement. That's going to be at the new LVMPD Metroplex, Friday, September 2nd, in Building D.
Officer with Metro Police, and I've been there for over 25 years.
Oh.
Go ahead. A long time. I'm also a DARE officer. I've been a DARE officer for approximately 12 years. And I used to run the Metro Volunteer Program when the DARE officers were back over at 101 Convention Center Drive. So hello to all the volunteers. I see a good friend of mine, Lieutenant Debbie Gauthier. It's good to see you. But just quickly, let me tell you about the Tag Monologues. As a police officer, I've gone out to a lot of different crime scenes. And I've seen people lose their lives, kids lose their lives, committing suicide, there's gang violence, there's teens making negative choices, kids dying from drug overdoses, and we have so many different tragedies that are happening. And so I created the Tag Monologues, because as a police officer, we're the first ones on the scene, and also one of the last ones. And when the coroner shows up, he has to put a toe tag on their toe, and they put them in a body bag, and they roll them off. Our children are dying.
We got there, I closed my eyes, and I pointed the gun out the window. They were laughing like, man, open your eyes, open your eyes. I can't. Just tell me when to shoot. I figured if my eyes were closed, it would be easier. They stopped the car. And it was like, now, shoot them fools now. Bang, bang, bang. They were laughing. Like, look at him run, man, look at him run. That's when it got all quiet. It was like, hey, yo, bro, ain't that yo? I dropped the gun. I climbed out the window, and I ran over to her. Lisa! What was my sister doing on the side of the tracks? I told her she ain't supposed to play over here anymore. Why you gotta be so hard?
Rena, my mom has this big mirror in her room, and while she's at work, I like to go in there and pretend I'm dancing in front of a zillion people. And I dance and I dance and I dance until I can't breathe anymore. And then the people would stand to their feet, clapping and screaming my name, Lisa! I know I'd be a good one. And there's also one other thing I want to be when I grow up. What are those people called that help sick animals? A vegetarian. I want to be a vegetarian so I can help sick puppies. My friend's house without tracks. I know it's far, but I wanted to see our new baby kittens. And I knew the guys in the car. And the one holding the gun was Anthony. Why was he pointing the gun at me? I started screaming his name, but I don't think he could hear me. The kids were running and screaming that he had a gun. I ran toward him, but his eyes were closed. Some people live their whole life with their eyes closed.
Lydia may have gave birth to me. That doesn't make her a mother. My grandmother was my mother. I mean, she was the sweetest person you'd ever want to meet. The only one who truly understood. But Lydia, on the other hand, is a liar. When I was a kid, she sold my birth certificate for meth, dropped me off at Child Haven, and said she'd be back when I dropped out of school. I remember sitting on that couch for days watching TV. And of course, Lydia didn't pay the bills, so the power got shut off. She came home 4 days later and went off on me. She said, "You used up all the power using cable, and it's time for you to get a job." I said, "I'm 12 years old. Ain't nobody gonna give me a job." She said she wasn't here and I made money the only way I knew how. The way Lydia taught me. And the drugs, if I had a vein, I was gonna put a needle in. Drugs really make you look old. But a broken heart? Now that makes you old. The nurse at the clinic, she said I was positive. HIV positive. You know, she said, "Unique. This isn't a death sentence. We just need to start treatment. Let me help you." Besides, can't nobody help me. I'm too damaged. The streets gave this to me, so I'm gonna give it back to them. Don't nobody care about me, so I don't care about nobody.
Two Catholic bishops in this state, the Episcopal Bishop of Nevada, Bishop Edwards, even in March, every Episcopal church in the state, their sermon addressed to the Catholic. It was very, very great. The Jewish Federation, the Anti-Defamation League, up in northern Nevada, an organization called RAIN, R-A-I-N, Religious Alliance in Nevada, and a Chico partner down here, all endorsed the legislation, including the one that increased prison time. Most of the religious organizations want prison reform, and I truly understand that. We're trying to work on that. The reentry program.